Hi everyone, I am Larissa and welcome to part 2 of Pranayama breathing. If you have not yet checked out part 1 of Pranayama, I suggest that you go back and watch that first. It kind of breaks down the definition, the benefits, the why, and how we incorporate Pranayama breathing on and off of our mat. If you have already watched it, welcome back. I hope that you have already found a good shape for your body today. I'm taking something a little different just to play around. It's always good to get crazy, get wild, see what else your body can do instead of settling for the same shape all the time. Just see where your body can take you and what feels good. Day to day is always different. So set yourself up for having a big Buddha bellies coming back today, to have an open chest, and let's get breathing. So the first technique that we are going to work on today is one of my favorites. It is Ujjayi Breathing. Ujjayi. Ujjayi means to be victorious. I think that's probably why I love it so much. Victorious breathing. So it's a really simple technique, and it is something that's used a lot in through Moto, where I am formally trained. We are hot yoga. So in either a hot yoga or maybe a Bikram setting, we like to use Ujjayi breathing to control our breath in and out of our nose throughout the practice. It is like a way, that controlling your breath to bring everything in and to bring strong hyper awareness, focus on your breath with every movement. So let's get started with what Ujjayi, breathing is. And what it essentially is, it's bringing a slight constriction to the back of your throat. The easiest way to kind of, for example, what type of shape you're taking internally and outside is like fogging up a mirror right in front of you. So like if you're fogging up a mirror, you've got that slight constriction, almost like you feel like a roundness inside of your throat and in your mouth. So we'll do it first with our mouth open. Big breath in through your nose and exhale. You feel that fogging up of the mirror. So the kind of Ujjayi breath that we like to bring throughout a yoga practice, and also something that you can do in any situations, like I've said, of high anxiety or stress, or to bring focus, or to get rid of distraction. Lick your lips, seal them shut, and we'll do the same thing. Inhale through our nose and exhale out our nose with that same sense of fogging up a mirror in front of you. So big inhale. And something else I forgot to mention before that is when our mouth is shut, and we're doing that Ujjayi in our throat and our breath with our lips sealed, bring your tongue just gently to the roof of your mouth, right behind your two front teeth, and that will almost kind of help hold that round shape in your mouth while you're really exhaling, forcing that air out of your throat. So we'll do it just a couple more times. Lick your lips, seal them shut. Big inhale through your nose. So there you have it, Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, something that is mostly used on the mat but can always be used off the mat. Second technique of pranayama breathing that we're going to dig in today is Bhramari breathing, and that means bee. That means bee. Bhramari means bee, so it's buzz buzz breathing. And essentially what we're going to do is close off our ears and our eyes, so closing off two of our senses, taking big deep inhales through our nose, and when we exhale out our nose with our lips still sealed shut, and almost bringing that Ujjayi, that slight constriction, just very slightly, while you're exhaling, you're going to make like a buzzing, and you can do an om sound, or just any noise that essentially is going to create, a buzz. So it can be any, get it out, get any kind of sound out that you need to. And what you'll notice is when we close off our ears and our sight, and we're focusing on breathing deep in, and as we exhale, we create this vibration sensation, not only through our lips and our jaw, but really try to feel those vibrations throughout your entire body. Again, it's connecting your breath with your body, joining them together, making it one whole sensation. So the best way to do this is take your thumbs, close off your ears, and your palms, your fingers, just gently rest in front of your eyes. And we're gonna do this 3 times because I won't be able to cue it. You won't be able to see me. So take a big inhale through your nose, and when you exhale out your nose, and you'll feel that vibration, heightened sense once we close off our other senses. So go ahead, close them off, big inhale. Can't wait to rewatch that part of the video. But it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how you sound. We might not do that one in public, but you can do it anywhere, anytime you need it. Again, off the mat, it's still this practice that we can take outside of a yoga studio or outside of a yoga situation to calm down, to focus on our breathing and connect the breath with the body. So the third technique of pranayama that we're going to talk about is Viloma Breathing. And I believe that means against the wave. Against the wave in Sanskrit. And it's very similar to some of the techniques that we worked on in the first video. So essentially what you're doing is you're doing your inhales separate. This is a separate practice, inhales and exhales. But when you're inhaling, you're going to inhale for 3, not inhale completely, but slowly start to inhale for 3 seconds, pause and hold it for 3 seconds, continue inhaling for 3 seconds, pause it for 3 seconds, and continue on until you cannot suck in any more air through your nose. So again, it's a way to slow down all of your inhales and keep yourself from taking an entire inhale in 3 seconds. We can all go and be full, but if you bring intentionality and awareness to the inhales and exhales to slow them down, you can lengthen that inhale to the count of 10 and plus, and whoever knows how far you can go. So like I said, we're breaking it up, the inhales and the exhales. You'll do them separately. So it's best to do, 2, 3, maybe more rounds of just focusing on doing those inhale breathing. And then you'll want to exhale. You can exhale out your mouth or through your nose. And then start back up with the inhale counting. And then after a few cycles of that, go into the exhale where you'll fill up completely through your nose, and then you'll exhale. And I advise exhaling out the nose for this situation, because a lot of times when you're exhaling out your mouth, you're not completely stopping the flow of breath. So exhale for 3 seconds, hold it, exhale more, and continue on until you're completely empty. So we'll do 1 round of each just to get kind of a feel for it. One that I definitely can't talk while I'm doing it, so I'll signal it with my hands, and let's get going. So big breath in first, let it out, and inhale, made it 3 rounds there. Maybe you had a little bit more air that you could have sucked in at the very last second, stretched out another 3 seconds, hold it at the top, and then exhale slowly. So now we'll do the exhale technique. Inhale through your nose, exhale out your nose. And again, as we exhale, we want to slow it down and take control of it. For the count of 3, hold it, count of 3, hold it. So big inhale. And then breathe in that fresh air. So again, we did 3 rounds of it. Maybe you had a little bit more to go, but this is another pranayama technique that it does take a few rounds of it to kind of set into where you're feeling it, to really recognize, you know, the speed in which we are kind of just wired to inhale and exhale so quickly and so abruptly that slowing down the intake of air and slowing down as we let go of the stale air can slow down everything. And slowing down everything is how we can reduce our anxiety, our stress, better focus, less distractions, all of that good stuff. Last technique of pranayama that we're going to go over, this is actually my favorite, Ujjayi second, but Kapalabhati breathing. Kapalabhati breathing is my favorite breathing technique, my favorite breath work. And it is something that we use. I really just learned the big importance and benefits of it earlier this year at my training. But we usually end a lot of our yoga practices with Kapalabhati breathing. And with that said, it's a really great practice. I love doing this in the evening. You could do it right before you go to bed or anytime you're trying to wind down. And what Kapalabhati breath work does is it really releases a lot of that stale air, a lot of the residual air that we have inside of us, maybe from that yoga practice that we just did or throughout the day. It's known as the breath of fire, or the skull shining breath, I believe is what it is. So it's just letting go of everything inside of us that we no longer need in a forceful manner to make way for clean air. So how you do this is essentially think of a pant, and it's short, forceful exhales with an automatic inhale, almost like, dare I say, a cough. There's no one around me. And just that you get that automatic inhale and you force out all of that stale air. Now you want to do this for, you know, as many counts as you possibly can. A good standard that I like to start with is about 50. So doing 50 times and then work your way up. You can also break it into maybe rounds of 20, you know, whatever works best for you, or however much stale air you have in there. I like to really envision that every burst of air is another to-do list, another rude comment, another something that really pissed me off that day, and letting go of it before I truly wind down and let myself rest for the night. So again, something that you can bring into any moment that you need to, that will resonate with you. Finish off your yoga practice on and off the mat. So go ahead and get a tall spine. Again, the Buddha belly comes in. We want to really relax our tummies, fill up, and just feel as we let go of the air. So everyone, first start by taking a big breath in through our nose. Exhale everything out. Big breath in all the way to the top. Exhale halfway and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was 50. Get a big breath in of fresh air. Let it go. So Kapalabhati breathing, definitely one of my favorite forms of breath work, something to bring into the end of your day, the end of your yoga practice. it's good go-to. So these are, between these two videos, like I said, just a few different techniques of pranayama. I am sure there are several more out there in the world. The World Wide Web can help you find more if you're interested, for sure. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Be sure to share this with anyone that might benefit from it, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos. I'm so thankful for you guys. Thank you so much for showing up today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.